Hi everyone, my name is Chitra and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you 10 real ideas for your product-based business. I know a lot of you struggle with ideas for your product-based business because it is something that I used to struggle with a lot. A quick note, before I share all of these 10 ideas, don't feel like you need to do all of these 10 ideas every day or every month or every week, or you need to have them on rotation. You can just pick from a couple of these ideas what works for you and include them as part of your content categories and your content creation mix. In this video, I'm just going to be sharing with you the references. I'm not going to go into how to create each individual video just because there's 10 ideas and that could go on for a while. If there's something in particular that you want to know how to create or you need some extra help on, then go ahead and leave me a comment down below so I can make a expanded video on that. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe. The ideas that I'm going to share with you, I've kind of made it in a rough order from what I think is the most easiest to shoot to what is the most difficult to shoot and edit. The very first idea that we have is syncing pictures or small videos with a trending audio. Here are some examples. Now, why I think this is the most easiest to create is because you can go ahead and use a whole bunch of the older content that you have. If you've been on Instagram for a while, in my case, I was on Instagram for 3 years by the time Reels came out. So I had so much content from stories, from other posts that I was just able to utilize with this. I would have a trending sound, I would have these beats of music, and then I could take my old pictures, old video clips, and time it to the beats and put it together in a video. I would recommend trying to find a template for the song beats or finding a song tutorial to use. That is probably the fastest and easiest way to execute this. This option is really great maybe for days where you didn't have the time to create a piece of content. You can just scour through your old content and put it all together with a trending audio. The second idea is packaging orders reels. This is something that's so easy because hopefully you're already doing this on a daily or at least a weekly basis for your business. For each order that you pack, you can make that a separate video, or you could do a time lapse of all of the orders that you packed in that week. In these videos, you can just show packaging and making of one order, or you can show a time lapse of a bunch of different orders. This is such an easy one to do because you're already going to be making and packaging orders regularly. All you really have to do is set up a tripod, set up your phone, hit record, just make sure your setup is ready to go. Like you have your product, you have your packaging boxes all ready, and just set up a little line system for yourself so you can capture that content easily and you don't need to be running back and forth from another place to be packing. Here are some examples for this kind of video. The third idea I have for you is to sync clips and photos with a trending voiceover. Sometimes the voiceover does say something in particular, and you do have to make sure that whatever video you're showing is relevant. This is not always the case. Sometimes it's just the voiceover and you can just do a video of you making a particular item. Here are some references for this. This is again a really easy one because you can use content that you have from before. You can use some of your packaging content or making content that you would have shot also to do a separate reel. On those days where you don't feel like creating something or you don't have something ready, save these audios as you come across them so you can use them for that content. The fourth idea is some stop motion videos. Now, stop motion videos in the beginning could take a little bit of time to create. However, the more you get used to them, the more easier it is. I have a full video on stop motion tutorials on my YouTube, which I'm going to link if you want to know a little bit more about how to create stop motion videos. On Instagram, I also have ideas for stop motion videos. I think we're up to idea number 41 right now. So there's plenty of ideas that you can also check out for those videos. Here's a couple of references for stop motion videos. As a bonus, you can time the movement of each of the items to the beats of the song just to make it flow a little bit more and make it more in sync. If you're part of the Reels Mastery course, you'll know that syncing audio with the video is a really important part of your videos going viral. So just having an extra little bit of time to do that and edit everything together can really help a reel from just being ordinary to really awesome. The fifth idea is a before and after. For example, for our small business where we do long-lasting flowers, our before picture would maybe be just an empty box, and our after picture would be the box all arranged with a ribbon and the care instruction cards or any additional presents. For you, maybe you are a resin artist, so you would show all of your materials as the before and then an after. Find a cute trending song to show the process or show the transformation. You can also show the transformation with a fun transition as well. Here are a couple of examples of before and after. The sixth idea that I have for you is a customer review or a customer impact. In a customer impact, all that is that how your product has changed their life, how it's made it better, how they've made their home better, part of their day, and you can share that with your audience. A couple of ways that you may receive these messages is maybe they have left you a Google review, a customer has DM'd you or left you a comment or left a review on your website as well. I'm going to show you a few different examples on how you can share a customer review. The seventh idea that I have is sharing a bad customer experience. This is something that I personally don't use just because I feel it invites some negative energy on my page. Possibly bad customer experiences are not something that I always want to relive, but there are a few accounts and creators and businesses that do this really well. So let's have a look at a few examples. Now, these can be quite entertaining and they're just something fun that you can add in the mix if you feel like it's correct for you. The eighth idea that we have is something that's about you or about your business story. How did you get from zero to where you are now? Now, you could do a speaking video like this, which is why I think this video is a little bit further down my list. It is a little bit more difficult to show your face on screen, or you could do with a fun kind of trending video. Here are some examples. The ninth idea is sharing some care instructions, how to look after whatever product that you are selling. For us, with our rose boxes, we would do how to take care of the acrylic, how to take care of the roses. You can show how you would recommend taking care of the different linens that you carry, whether it's cotton or silk. This is again ninth on my list just because I would recommend capturing individual clips of the different care instruction steps. And again, you have to dedicate an entire shoot time or day to capturing this particular video. Some of the other ideas that I suggested to you, you can use some old pieces of content. You can just set up your tripod and film your process and stick that together with some music. But for a care instruction video, you really do have to shoot individual different clips to the care instructions of your particular product. Here are some examples on a care instruction video. And lastly, it would be a styling or a how-to video. Now with styling videos, it's perfect perhaps if you are in the jewelry business, apparel, fashion, home decor, anything where that styling aspect can really be brought together. It does take a little bit of extra time because either you are reaching out to maybe influencers or content creators to create this type of content for you, or what we do for my small business is create the content in-house. We used to have a little like a lounge room kind of setup where we created these setups for our vases and for our other products. For how to, again, you can show examples that are elaborate or not so elaborate on how to use your product. How to style a tablescape using your tableware. For us, when we had a lot of dried flowers as part of my small business, we did quite a few videos on how to style all the different types of dried flowers and arrange them in a vase. Do be careful, however, when you do how-to videos, it kind of makes your page slightly lean over to the content creation side. You become almost a how-to DIY page. And at the end of the day, when you are a product-based business, you do want to stick to why someone should purchase their product and how it can make their life better, not always tutorial or DIY content. That is a mistake that I did make with my small business, where we got into the habit of posting a lot of how-tos and our page slightly started becoming a content creation, a DIY page, more so than a product-based business. So that is a really fine balance that you have to strike. I do find this 10th idea of styling and how-to, the videos do really well because it's educational based content and they end up doing really well. However, just because you are growing in views and you're growing in followers does not mean that you're going to see sales. It's always more important as a product-based business that you connect with your audience, you have your story to sell, and you're selling the why of your product versus the DIY of your product. Even though with a DIY video you might get a few thousand or tens of thousands or millions of views, not always will they convert. And it's always best in a product-based business to have videos that convert, videos that are attracting the correct audience that will eventually convert, instead of an audience that's just there for your DIY videos. Here are some examples for styling or how-to videos. So those are 10 product-based ideas to inspire you to create some reels today for your business. Don't feel like you have to create a new idea every single day. For my small business, we usually do 3 types of reels and I alternate them. So the first one is a making video because that's really easy. The second one will be an aesthetic styling style of video. And the third one is just syncing some photos with some trending audio just because that's really easy to do. So you can see that we have 3 types of videos. One, which is the aesthetic video, is probably the hardest for us to create. And then the making video is kind of a medium difficulty. And then syncing the photos or old clips with the trending audio is the easiest. So I have a good mix that makes sure that I can create consistently. We aim to post 5 reels in the week, and that makes up the core of our content. If you enjoyed today's video, do remember to give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.